In today's video, I talk about if you have been ghosted or blocked or both, being able to process it and be able to let it go, but then be able to forgive. So this week the theme is on forgiveness, and today I want to explore actually forgiving and being able to get to a point where you can forgive. And what I mean by that is I have one situation where I was really hurt, really, like I really liked someone and he ghosted and blocked me, like completely cut me out, and it hurt so much in me, and it took months for me to work through it, process it, and let it go, but also know that it wasn't about my worth. And I think that was the thing that I had to process, because I really felt that in being ghosted, in being blocked out, it meant that I was not worthy or wanted in his eyes. And so not being wanted, desired, worthy it like really hit something in me that really hurt and took time to process. So I processed it, but I want to get to a point of just being able to forgive and move on. Like really just feel that, okay, it's time for me to sit, like let this go and move on from it. And so the process that I went through last night, I found it really helpful. And so I wanted to go through this process with you guys. And you can come up with a situation where you still really feel the pain and the hurt of it. And what we'll do is we'll alternate between feeling that hurt. So be aware, you're going to get into this feeling of feeling that hurt, but then also alternate to a place and a time where you really felt joy and happiness and really felt love or connected in yourself. So we'll alternate between these two. And then as you come back to this one, it's like that helps dissipate this feeling of the hurt. But it also, in feeling it, we can process and let it go. So to get started, get yourself seated or lay down, whatever feels comfortable. Take a breath and connect with yourself. Just be present. Start to notice you. Be here with yourself. And breathe. And I'm out in nature, which is always supportive, super supportive of yourself and me. So breathe into this connection. And then think of that situation, that time. So like in my case, I really liked this guy, really was into him and thought things were going somewhere. Wow, I'm already feeling this pain in my heart, like, yeah, it didn't go anywhere. And I wanted to step it up to actually dating, like actually be able to date each other. And that's when I got completely ghosted. And I say completely in that I did still say, hey, can we talk? What's going on? And I got no response. So even thinking about that, getting no response, I didn't understand even at the time that he didn't see the message because I was even blocked. So feeling that hurt, like unaware on my side, not knowing what's going on, just being completely cut out and blocked, like I feel this what's the word I'm looking for? Sinking in my heart, constraining down into my heart. And I can understand the phrase of feeling like you're stabbed in the heart. It's like, oh, I really feel that pressure, that pain in my heart. So I'm breathing into this and just letting it be, like letting that pain be there and feeling it, like really feeling it. And then from here, think of a time where you were really happy, you were really loved, feeling supported, whatever it is that really brings you joy. And I can say recently for me, I traveled to Bali and I felt super connected with the land. And I went to this one elephant sanctuary, or is it called a sanctuary? Whatever it is, I got to connect with the elephants. And there was one moment when I placed my hands on the trunk of the elephant and he purred. Like you could feel the vibration, just like a cat purr, through the trunk of this elephant. It surprised but gave me so much joy in that moment. So I'm feeling into that moment of feeling that joy. Like it lights me up. Like I can feel how much like my heart expands. This elephant, just its presence gave me so much. I feel the love in it, the joy. Like I said, it just really lights me up. So I'm feeling that now. I'm feeling that place of the joy and the love. And I'm like, oh, this does feel so light and so good. And in my heart space too, like what a difference from the stabbed in the heart feeling to expansive and open. So now I'm going to go back to that hurt, that feeling, and settling back in, thinking about the hurt, not being wanted, not being desired. This person ran away from me, cut me off without a word. Without a word is the hardest part. And feeling it, really feeling that, settling into it, being like, yeah, it hurt. I want to say my ego, but it hurt because I felt love there. I felt a desire that I really thought was true, or there was something there between us. And wow, because it felt deep. It really did feel deep for me. So then to have it cut off like, oh, it's not deep for him. That's the part that is like, oh, wow. Like it felt deep for me, but not for him, is like, it makes me want to cry. It really does. That I felt this desire in me that was not reciprocated, not met. So again, feeling that feeling, really allowing it to just be there, allowing the tears, the pain, being like, okay, yes, I see that that's how I felt. That was the pain that I felt, and I acknowledge it. And going back to that joyful moment, coming back to this place of being in love and joy. And I think of the elephant again, placing my hands on that trunk and feeling that love, that vibration. That moment was so uplifting for me. Like I have this amazing photo too of my face in such surprise because I was not expecting it, but it was a joyful surprise. It was a moment of love, really enjoying that love and being in that place. So now again, feeling this love, feeling that joy. This is me creating and telling the stories in myself. Like I am telling my stories and creating these feelings in myself. So bringing that around, like you create that scenario in your thoughts of the pain, and you create that scenario of that love and joy in your thoughts. And I say that, yes, there are others involved, and the others involved are mirroring back to you these things in you. So just thinking about that deeper in yourself, that you are the one that create these thoughts. While they may have interacted with you in a certain way, you are the one that created the storyline in your head, and I am the one that created the storylines in my head. Like I am the one that created this story that I was not wanted, I was not desired, that, it's like, oh, suddenly I was ghosted. He had his own thing going on that probably was not about me not being desired or wanted. But that was how I felt. So if I feel again into that, feel again into the not being desired, I was blocked, I was not wanted, like I feel lighter now in my chest. I don't feel that complete constraint, that complete destroying feeling and being stabbed in the heart. And again, it's because these are my thoughts in the story, and we're shifting it by going to a place of joy and love. We're shifting that pain and processing it as well. So if you need more of these going back and forth, you can keep going back and forth with this, like going back, feeling that pain in it, and then going to feeling the love or a place of love. And you can keep going back and forth between them. But now we'll shift out of this. So take a moment and breathe into yourself. Connect with that loving place again, the elephants and the joy, or whatever it was for your storyline. And connect with that loving place in yourself. And it could be really feeling love with others, or being out in nature, whatever it is that you have felt, or even just a full acceptance and belonging somewhere. Like, when are moments that you've really felt something that has really supported or given you something? So from this place now, I found, like I explored this last night, and I found that I then was able to forgive. Like I could say, oh, I could see that there was something on his side, not me, while I feel hurt and I was hurt. And yeah, I've done already a lot of processing through this, and I already have many thoughts or ideas of what actually happened. I can forgive, like I can sit with this and forgive. And it took me a long time because I had to actually work through that pain in myself first, like I have to really settle into this and feel that pain and let it go before I could actually say, oh, okay, I can forgive what happened. I can actually fully let it go after this. Like I can move on and say, yeah, it actually gave me so much. Like I stepped into a whole new reality for myself because of this situation. Like it helped me grow, it helped me shift and know that I have so much more worth in myself, more standards, and that I can move into a different place, or that I am in a different place at this point from where I was then. And know that I have other things shifting and happening around me that is in a much higher vibration and a much happier place, that I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to let this go because I'm in a better place now. I'm in a much better place now, and I can move on from it. So thank you guys for joining me today. And a lot of these explorations that I'm doing with the body, I do over on the Patreon. So do check that out. It's in the dialogue box below. So thank you again. And if you are enjoying and getting value out of these videos, do hit that like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video.